as we're into the checkmate, search, and destroy. The New York Subliners Academy currently up 1-0, and BBG trying to fix some of the problems that they had here on the checkmate, search, and destroy when they were previously playing it in the winners finals versus Wester. Initial approach for BBG will be over towards the middle of the map, but unfortunately Diamond Con is watching over this play with a sniper rifle. He'll find first blood. Saints good for the second, and an immediate 4v2 while making it out 3v2 in favor of the Academy defense.
A good start, and I mean, Saints just has to make sure no one pushes through the left side of the map right now. He's going to bob and weave back and forth. They will lose Proloot inside of the plane, but trade comes through there on towards God RX. So Kismet with the bomb, last one left alive, might have a chance of being able to surprise both players, but Saints with the challenge won't bring home the kill. Kismet does manage to escape with his life, but not in the best position. Will wrap all the way back to his side. Looks like it might be another attempt getting himself inside of B, as Spart as well as Saints have completely backed up, and it will be the kill that comes through there for Saints, just locking it down. They're going to be able to play the rotations perfectly, and NYSL Academy grab the first round.
Yeah, and I actually really like this play from the Subliners Academy squad to essentially just back up and know that if you're sitting top lane from the backside, you can still contest the A zone, or potentially if you need to flip over, of course, you can just run right back into the middle of the plane and get to B. So really nice stuff there for the Subliners Academy, taking advantage of their early numbers. And so now for BBG, they have to respond defensively. One of the big things that you really give a lot of credit to the Subliners Academy team, though, was their creativity on offense. Naturally, seeing that on Garrison in Moscow, not a chance to watch them play on checkmate, at least not on this cup yet today. And it looks like it will be a 3-man hit over the top. It's just Saints lurking by A, and that's a massive first kill. BBG will have to respond to both threats, and they really aren't allowed to. It has to be pentagram from down low. He will find a kill into Saints, but this will be a smoke cover for Prolet to get the bomb planted.
And the bomb does go down here, and both players underneath the plane. Gunner Rex does get a hit marker, tags up the foot, so doesn't bring home the kill, and Proloot will be able to at least bring home the kill. Pander, last one left alive, tries to cut through the middle of the map, and really no one stacking the plane itself. Felt like it hindered them, because once you get control of this bomb site and get it down, there's just so many different angles that you can look to try and hide from or finesse from, and there's just no one that's going to be able to kind of pop back out there for the side of BBG, and they will end up now losing back-to-back rounds here. Hot start for NYSL.
Really good stuff, and very much so just won the plane. That's really what it comes down to.
Exactly.
So really not much else to really look into as of yet. BBG, though, one of the big question marks is just how are you going to deal with that pressure from the middle of the map? Because that was a problem for them versus Wester, and so far through these first two rounds, it seems to be another problem for them here. Different look, though. BBG going to roll out with the bomb in the hands of Kismet over towards A. Godarek sniping will kind of trail behind this, but how about the read from Diamond Con? He gets up top on the A wing. He finds the information, allows a lot of damage to come through, and the SMGs for the Subliners Academy just wreak havoc, finding the opening 3 kills.
And Kismet does grab one of the 4, but there's only so many spots he can go to, and he's going to find Saints there back on the staircase. 3 rounds all coming through, you know, for the most part, pretty quickly. And this one, I think, was just the back end of a great read, like you had kind of framed up at the start there. Diamondcon finds Kismet, tags him up, and even though he doesn't bring home the kill, I believe it was either Saints or Spart that's right to his right there by that yellow container that do end up finding at least one, and then everyone ends up dropping, and no one wins the one-on-one engagement. So NYSL Academy, I mean, coming in towards this checkmate, search, and destroy with a plan. They're executing here, up by 3, just need 3 more to secure it. And Spart, I mean, last time I was watching Spartan the second map, the last series, Alan, he didn't die to the 4th round. We'll see if that happens here again.
Well, what a caster curse because he falls first blood this time around. So BBG are going to have a numbers advantage, and they're actually playing for a pinch. DC is going to read Pentagram from behind, and that actually is enough to force BBG to give up the pinch play, leading to an easy kill for New York Subliners Academy. So that'll lead to a 3v3. Kismet able to turn things back around, and Godarex able to find his sniping counterpart. Means that eventually this full surround will likely be good. Proloot, long range, going to be able to find some damage, but Kismet already sticking on to the defuse. We'll be able to secure it no problem for the first round for Built by Gamers.
That's finally the round that ends up coming through. Godarex with a sniper inside the plane will be good. Spartan, fortunately, does get blooded there as I try to say that this man has not died yet in towards the map, but finally does. And that's also, I think, a big round to come through, because those were a lot of individual gunfights that were won for some of these members on the side of Built by Gamers that just simply weren't being won in the first 3 rounds. So they get themselves something going. They can try to build off of this. The problem, though, has, I think, really been their offense, where they've been picked apart, and it's been off the back end of NYSL's Academy's initial setups towards the map, playing for information, throwing up the stunts, trying to figure out exactly where BBG is looking to send their hit.
Taking a look at the loadouts, 4 SMGs in hand. Did I see that correctly? I believe I did. As Proloot runs right on forward. Kismet will find 1 elimination, but it'll be a 2-for-1 in favor of Academy. Again, just dominating the plane. DiamondCon also trying to get aggressive with a 74U in hand, but it's Pander who finds the kill. And he's got to look right over the top of this bomb. And, well, it just comes down to how do you retake this if you're New York Subliners Academy? The answer is going to be a little bit unclear, as Built by Gamers will retrieve the bomb and then back immediately out. I was about to say, an opportunity for Academy to keep pushing forward, but the aggression actually turns into a negative for them, leaving Spart for a 1v2.
And they know Spart was last inside of the plane. As he looks maybe to push all the way through, we'll be going for the crouch walk. Meanwhile, there has been a flip of the map here. Panda and GodRx get some control around the B site. Spart, I think, gets a read or maybe gets a sound cue on the hop up as he's trying to check for information. It's a stack. He finds the first one. GodRx doesn't get the immediate trade, but does manage to slip away. Spart now able to reset in the 1v1.
GodRx was so clutch in those winners finals, and he's not going to have the early shots, but Spart cannot chase this. He's going to have to make a decision, and he actually will push right back over. I don't know if he gets a full read as far as what's happening on the bomb, but GodRx sure does. He knows that no one's defusing. Here comes the 1v1! GodRx able to put him down in a big round again for BBG, coming out of really clutch RX right now when it comes to checkmate SND.
This was a clutch 101. I mean, Spart also figured out that he probably had went in towards this area, just can't win the second gunfight, able to grab the first one, and it looked good there for the time being because it was a corner-to-corner setup. Spart manages to slip away, doesn't get traded, and GodRx just forced to reset in that situation. Spart just can't lock it down when they get into the second engagement. A good attempt, but not good enough for the round win, and now BBG have been able to at least work themselves back in towards map 2, only down by just a round. Kismet, he is going to be trying to back up as he throws a nice nade to make sure the push doesn't come through right away. Spart tags up Kismet, won't find the kill, but the bomb is going down.
Yeah, the follow-up ordinance is actually beautifully played from the side of Subliners Academy. Spart getting credit for the kill, but I think that's a double Semtex that comes through. Now an opportunity to find Pentagram is he's had a really slow start, just 1 and 6, just down to GodRx, no chance for him, and more just full throttle aggression from Subliners Academy. I mean, it was the 4 SMG setup from their defense, and this one may have been a 4 SMG setup as well on their offense because they were all the way through. I think the only one who didn't have a 74U in hand this time was DiamondCon, watching on the backside of those yellow containers you saw in that final kill cam. But my goodness, Subliners, they just do not want to give BBG an opportunity to breathe, let alone adjust.
Yeah, truly. I mean, just we don't see too many A hits in general, but if you're going to hit this site, you basically have to brute force through, get a smoke down and try to push to the end. That's what they do. And it looks like this could be a similar strategy now coming through for the side of BBG. They are geared up for an A hit. The bomb is all the way pushed up, and now it looks like this bomb should go down. DiamondCon with the sniper is looking to maybe find the player as he tries to escape. It's going to be Kismet. He now ends up getting into a one-on-one engagement, grabs himself one, but will go down to the Semtex. Saints jumps right on top of a player in the smoke, can't land the shots, and now it's all up to Spart in this 1v2.
Has an opportunity, but his position was absolutely known for BBG. So yeah, it was an initial that you talked. We got with Saints off the rip, right? I mean, we watched him go right down to the lower side of the turbines, and he reads a pretty significant amount of information. But it's the fact that the Semtex from the grave that he tosses to go 1-for-1, you thought might be enough. But BBG in the end, just too much overall control, especially with Pentagram's position. As you saw him push through the yellow container, it just becomes so difficult for the New York Subliners Academy team to try to rotate back in for a retake. And it never really gets itself going. So a big round there, mostly off of Pentagram's 2 kills, leading BBG to just be down by 1.
Now, NYSL Academy, they've done quite a few different things. They've done aggressive hits, 3 people inside of the plane, right towards B. They've done aggressive hits over towards A. This would be a good chance to maybe slow things down, but there's not a lot of presence. And, well, Saints actually somehow gets info here on towards Pander, and that's going to be good for a first blood, and no one's inside of the plane defending as this bomb's going to go down, and it's going to be Spart escaping with his life.
Quick retake, though. GodRx able to find one of the outer edges. Pentagram is just going to find the kill and allow Kismet to try to go for the defuse, and he will watch over. Spart cannot slide through fast enough. Beautiful retake from BBG, and it's really not even a full retake, is it? All they do is essentially toss the smoke down, and as soon as the bomb is planted, they immediately hop it. So Pentagram is a beautiful first kill. Proloot getting taken out outside means there's no attempt for anyone to hit through the wings, so Pentagram can just keep the SMG up and ready to go for anyone hitting from the front. And he finds another big 2 kills to allow BBG to tie the game up at 4.
Also shows the importance of using your smoke at the right time there, and big props to Pentagram for doing exactly that. Enough to bring this one back. NYSL Academy, I mean, this has been a trend in their search and destroys where they just start off hot, and a lot of them, they go up 3 or 4 rounds, and then they start to fall apart a little bit here. But by no means over, just 4-4. A chance to be able to win a defensive round for NYSL Academy, however, would certainly be what they're looking to do to make sure that they do not now trail. But this one has slowed down significantly. No one going for aggressive rushes. Everyone just simply playing patient. There's a good stack on top of the bomb right now where Prolute loves to play on top of B, likes to play his life. He's going to hear some of these sound cues going through with the trophy as well as the smoke. And Kismet looks to now completely reposition as they hit this right lane.
Yeah, cold feet. The first 8 rounds have been speed chess, but the rules have changed here as both teams are now rethinking how they want to set things up. And this is going to be a full flip through blue with the bomb. And Kismet's been scouted. Saints will see this. He does take shots, so it reveals his position topside wing. He has to back down. Spart also there to help, but they don't recognize that this is actually the bomb that's making this play. So the Academy team is essentially just going to sit right inside the plane and hope that the central location will eventually win them the round. But we're going to be in a 3v3. Kismet now making the play over to A, but Sparta's ready for this, and Kismet really can't challenge, and so as he falls, that's the bomb down, and the Euro Subliners Academy team in a great position to lock down the 5th round.
And they likely know Kismet is the bomb carrier here too, but that's a big win there off screen onto Spart. Pander could still drop this bomb down unless Prolix can find the angle. He will take down Pentagram. Long range shots, a chance to come through. Won't take them right away. Now a reset as we go into this 1v1, a massive round for both of these squads, Prolute versus Pander.
Pander's got an advantage if he just holds this turbine. I think he sees the weapon of Prolute, but maybe not. No! I thought for sure he was looking at the shadow coming across, which is why he wanted to position a little bit closer towards the wing, but maybe never even saw him. Of course, we have the luxury of the X-ray, and Prolute just gets blessed with coming around the corner just a touch faster. And like you mentioned, a huge swing round there for the Subliners Academy squad on 5 first, up 5-4. And I'm just interested to see what they pull out here next, because the first 8 rounds, as mentioned, were just gut check go for the side of the New York Subliners Academy team. That their first execution on some slow gameplay, and it pans out in a major way as Prolute clutches.
Yeah, no, I mean, you have to trust in Prolute too. You got to feel good if you're NYSL Academy knowing it's Prolute in a 1v1. This is, someone who's always playing in 2v2s when it comes down to those high rollers and has been in his fair share of those. So he ends up clutching up. The experience pays off. 9-5 for Prolute, 9-5 for Spart. 2 of the big SND players really starting to pick up that slack here. And now a chance to close things out. As you talked about it, this offense, it did do an aggressive push the very first couple of offenses that came through here for us on the map with their submachine gun players pushing in. Diamondcon will check the back, doesn't find any info, and now once again it looks like this should be a bomb plant.
They're holding this close though. DC in the site has actually, whoa, wait a second, Spark didn't finish the plant. I mean, the nades that were coming through kind of shrugged them off initially, and that's enough for Built by Gamers to find first blood. Prolute will find the exchange, and with that, Diamondcon will pick up the objective and make sure it gets planted successfully. So now it's onto the retake attempt. Godarex is up top. Subliners Academy going to give away a lot of space, and Kismet's diffusing again. Pentagram, he's able to find the first kill, but Prolute comes up the wing just in the nick of time. It was so close to being diffused, but now a 2v2. Godarex is going to hop in immediately. Saints might not see this. Pentagram will fall, but can Godarex hold it? No, not long enough. Subliners Academy able to clutch things up there in the 10th round and take it up now 2-0 with a 6-4 win of the Surge.
And that's learning on the fly, right? Prolute realizes that they stick the defuse last time. They save that smoke for that exact play, try to get themselves in position for the retake and really force the engagements to come to them and maybe play for a one-way smoke. Prolute says, no, I'm not interested in any of that. We're not going to battle things out in the plane. I'm just going to pop out right through the side of the window, finds the kill, repositions, comes in from behind, grabs the second. Just great work here from Prolute in the back half of that search and destroy to clutch out on multiple rounds here for his squad to make sure that they are not going to lose that lead that they once built up. So great stuff here. And the adjustments that we talked about, the creativity of being